Modern men are beginning to wake up and understand that the state of relationships is an unstable market right now. It's completely lopsided. I'm going to give you an example of two guys that are popular that you know about that are waking up to these certain inclinations. And maybe they've known it all along, but recently they're just now voicing it on their podcasts and on their shows. And it's showing that our society, our marriage laws, the state of relationships, guys are just choosing to withdraw from it because it's lopsided, like I said, and it's no benefit to it long term. Right now, before I get too far into the video, I always give a disclaimer. I'm not telling you guys not to get married. I fully understand it, and I'll probably at some point get into a long-term relationship. My thing is just don't go into it delusional. Don't go into it thinking nothing bad will go wrong. I need you guys to be in touch with reality. And maybe this is one of my things. It's just me specifically. I'm more pragmatic. I'm not as emotional as some people. I need to understand exactly what's going on at the certain times and how to adapt to it. So anyway, Shannon Sharpe, he has a new show out that is called Nightcap. On Nightcap, he's basically recapping the night of sports, whether it's a Sunday night day. He recaps the top events in sports, him and Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Then he has on Monday, he recounts the Monday night football. On Thursday, he recounts Thursday night football. And it's all in all, it's a really, really good show. These guys give some really good content when it comes to breaking down sports and giving insight to what's really going on in a locker room, within certain plays. And it makes you understand the game and understand the political side of it a hell of a lot better. It's a really good show. But towards the end of the show, like around the last 20 to 25 minutes, they tend to jump into relationship talk. And I get it. Relationship talk is on everybody's mind. Everybody sees that dating is hard. Everybody's struggling to get what they want when it comes to dating. And this is why people are talking about relationships so much, because they're trying to find a successful one, but they're complaining about it online. So Chad Ochocinco is engaged, and he's trying to convince Shannon Sharpe that he should get married. And this is the thing I want you guys to understand and have an insight about. You have to stop forcing your ideologies onto other people. People are going to do what they want to do at the end of the day, right? There's some guys that want to have a long-term relationship and a marriage and be married for 30 years and have 3 kids and have a white picket fence and have a 2-story house living in the suburbs. That's that guy. If you're a guy out here and you want to do that, you have every right to do that, and you should go all in. If that's really what you want to do, you should go all in on that, focus on that, and accomplish that goal, because it's your life at the end of the day. You only live once. Now, I don't need those guys to be condemning the guys that want to be bachelors. There's some guys in this world that don't want to settle down. They don't want to be in a long-term relationship. They're going to live a bachelor and die a bachelor. That's their lifestyle. That's how they choose to live it. You may disagree with it for logical reasons. There's arguments on both sides. But oftentimes when they get into this conversation, Chad Ochocinco is forcing Shannon Sharpe to do something that Shannon Sharpe does not want to do. And he's not forcing him. He's kind of like just telling him, you need to get a wife. You need to be in a relationship. You need to be this and that, this and that. And Shannon Sharpe, he just consistently says, women are a headache to me. I'd rather just focus on my career, make a lot of money, have my business, be driving and living lavishly, living in luxury. Chad Johnson has a different mindset. He wants to have his kids together under a two-parent household. It makes complete sense. I understand it and I fully get it. But we have to get to a point where we can't force our ideologies and make people do things that we don't want to do, right? But Shannon Sharpe, and the things that he's stating and the things that he talks about, he's fully aware of how the marriage laws are working, and he's fully aware how the manipulation of women are going. I mean, hell, he's a 55-year-old guy. He's lived life. He knows what he's talking about. He's a Hall of Famer. He even admits it, that he was a bad parent because he was trying to be a Hall of Fame NFL player. Right? And this is not something that he's hiding. He's telling you guys. Right? And if you guys are going to be focused on your careers, focused on being successful, focused on having mastery over something, you're going to spend a lot more time doing that than you are with your family. And your family needs to be fully aware of that if you want to have a family. Be upfront and direct for what you want in life, no matter if it's a relationship, bachelor, whatever it is. Next, we have Stephen A. Smith. Now, I was scrolling. This was interesting because I thought Stephen A. Smith was in a marriage. I thought he was in a long-term relationship. Excuse me. I was scrolling through Instagram one day and I see one of his videos pop up and I click on it and he's like, man, I'm happy being single. And I completely understand it because he immediately goes into a divorce where I think a guy is paying lifetime alimony or he's having to fork out, an extreme amount of money per month for this individual that he's not living with and he divorced. And so guys are beginning to wake up and see how lopsided the laws are and how bad of a deal it is. Right? And if you're a woman looking for a long-term relationship, you're going to have to compromise on something. If a guy has this kind of knowledge, he's not going to be easily swayed, because what these guys and how they see the world is completely different than the younger guys. See, these guys have dated enough women, been through enough life. They're not a sucker for love. They're not a guy that's going to fall in love and, go do hands over heels and cartwheels for a woman. They've been screwed over numerous times. They understand how the game works. And so fooling these guys is going to be hard. They understand that they have to protect their assets and how important their position is in life and how a divorce could kill that asset, kill that wealth. So men as a whole are waking up to how delusional dating is right now, how lopsided and archaic the divorce laws are, right? Because it's not marriage that's the problem, it's divorce that's the problem. People are too incentivized to divorce. So, and then on top of that, they've been around the block and back. They know how women work. They know how women gaslight and manipulate a situation and use emotions to get over on you. Guys are starting to understand this and wake up. So that's my video. I want you guys to comment your thoughts below if you guys are waking up and noticing the same things about society and people waking up as a whole. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, like the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. I appreciate you guys watching to the end. You guys have a good day, good week. We'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.